Topping the news this half hour, many hotel rooms in Chautauqua County are occupied by homeless individuals or homeless families.
A round table held earlier today addressed some of the problems local leaders say stem from all this. State Senator George Borrello was there. He joins us now live via Zoom. Senator, thanks for the time. Can you break down this issue? What's going on here and what kind of impacts does this have on local communities?
Well, first of all, you're seeing a growing number of homeless individuals here. We've had a major increase from 2022 to 2024. Chautauqua County has more than a 100% increase in the number of identified homeless individuals. This is a trend, unfortunately, across New York State. Other counties, including Erie County, have seen a massive increase. And this is not just a problem here, it's a problem across New York State. But what happens in Chautauqua County is we do not have the shelters that are needed for these folks, particularly people that are, for example, recently released from prison, formerly incarcerated individuals, and it has created a strain on our system here in Chautauqua County. Local law enforcement, superintendents of schools, local elected officials, we all gathered together today, and they talked about the problem this has become. It's become a public safety crisis, and we're trying to figure out a way for us to correct this. And we had some good ideas discussed today, but really it's up to the state of New York to do more than just try to shove this off to local government and local law enforcement, which is happening now.
Senator, just the other day, I was having a discussion with a woman about what she's seeing about this pertaining to this topic in Erie County. And she was telling me she's seeing a significant amount of homeless families, not just individuals, but now there are more and more homeless families. Is that something you're seeing in Chautauqua as well?
Yes, absolutely. In fact, the number of children that are suffering from essentially a housing crisis and they're unhoused. These are families that are not necessarily walking the streets, but couch surfing with family and friends. That has increased exponentially also here in Chautauqua County. Keep in mind that unfortunately we have other states and that are actually sending people here. We had a conversation with local law enforcement, and they all said the same thing. They respond to a criminal activity at one of these hotels, and the witnesses are from other states. In fact, everybody, in most cases, almost no one is actually a resident of New York State. So these are people that are coming here because New York State has the most lucrative welfare system in the country. We also have no residency requirement to receive those services. And, so sometimes it's something as simple as a local elected official in another state, putting somebody on a bus. Or some kind of a social services person putting someone on a bus and sending them to Chautauqua County, or in some cases they're coming here because they hear about the lucrative benefits. So it's definitely a problem that is exacerbated by bad policy out of Albany because of the fact that they're just said, here, you figure out what to do with these people. And that's not a program. Those programs aren't providing services. These folks need addiction counseling, mental health counseling. They need job services, and none of that is being provided in a hotel. Typically, hotels that don't even have basic services like a place for them to get food. There's rampant amount of criminal activity, drug dealing, illegal business operations, people using them as essentially centers for them to commit more crimes. We've heard about people that have been in our schools and on school grounds. And one incident, a man who was being housed at one of these hotels boarded a school bus and started to threaten the driver and the children on the bus. These are major issues that need to be addressed. And unfortunately, our state government is just kind of ignoring it and hoping that the problem is going to go away.
All right, Senator, let's talk about some of the solutions here and what are some of the attempts to jumpstart housing or alternative housing for these folks?
That's what we discussed today. Our county executive was in attendance, PJ Wendell. He talked about looking at some facilities that the county could purchase, but also there is actually a program that's been successful in Albany County, where an unused part of the Albany County Jail has been converted into supportive housing. I think this is a model that could be used in Chautauqua County and across New York State. So this is really something that just needs the support of our governor and Albany legislators because we have right here in Western New York, we have unused portions of the Lakeview Correctional Facility in my district. Of course, we have Gowanda Correctional Facility that was closed, and Collins that is 50% empty. Not to mention countless amounts of schools and other properties that are no longer in use that could very well be used to create a safe and secure situation where these folks can get the help that they need and the services that they need, while also ensuring that our communities are kept safe and our quality of life is not impacted by this, by this irresponsible way of handling the situation currently.
So I know you've been telling us, you're basically calling on Albany here, and we were seeing some pictures scroll from today's roundtable discussion. Elected leaders, law enforcement, there were school officials there as well. Do you plan on maybe having more discussions about this topic in the future?
Yes. First of all, we committed to having follow-up discussions. We're going to engage with the state officials, so the Commissioner of Health and others to talk about what solutions that the state can be involved in. And ultimately, what we really need is we need the cooperation of our state and federal government as well. This is a problem not just here in New York State, but across this country, and needs to be addressed.
State Senator George Borrello, thank you for the time. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.